Good afternoon, everyone. I've been working on a Troy-Bilt two-cycle gasoline string trimmer. It's a model TB20CS. The guy at work gave it to me. He decided he was going to buy a still string trimmer. When he gave it to me, he said that it ran, but it didn't run very well. That's not real definitive, so I thought I'd just do some simple checks just to see what was going on. I removed the muffler and I cleaned the spark arrestor. I put the muffler back on. When I put the muffler back on, I used some of this anti-seize. See if you can see that. Put it down here. Some of this anti-seize on the muffler mounting bolts. That'll make it much easier if I ever have to remove that again. It's very useful. I cleaned the air filter. The air filter was a little bit dirty. Now, one thing that I thought was interesting was the spark arrestor had a lot of gum, like oily gum on it, and the bottom of the housing had a lot of oily gum on it. Now, I don't know whether you can see this real well. Let me put this over here. Let's see if you can see that. Not real well. Let me pull this up. This is the gasoline I drained from it. It's a little hard to see. That's very dark colored. The mixture calls for 40-to-1. This is 40-to-1 mixed gasoline, and I don't know whether you can see it or not, but this is considerably lighter. I'm beginning to wonder if this guy might have mismixed the oil and made it too much oil in there. We'll see in a minute. Another thing is the spark plug. The spark plug is kind of fouled, a little bit of oil fell in. I don't know if you can see that or not. Move it up a little bit here. So I have a new spark plug. I'm just going to put the new spark plug in. I can clean that one later on. The gap for this, according to the book, is 20 thousandths. I had my gap gauge here somewhere. I do it. Here it is. So I'm going to check the gap real quick and see if it's 20. It's a little wide. Do that. That's a wood surface on a workbench. It really doesn't hurt the electrode that much. Especially if you don't do it too hard. That's pretty close. I don't have a compression tester, so I'm just going to put my thumb over the spark plug hole and see if we got much compression. We got some compression. I'm going to put the spark plug back in. When I had the muffler off, I looked in the exhaust port. The exhaust port was pretty clean. The rings and the piston that I could see of it were not scored, so that looked like that was in pretty good shape. Tighten this up. It's a tapered C plug. It doesn't have a washer. That's pretty good. This is the air filter. It says to lightly oil. It's an oil type air filter. I'll put a little oil on it. Work it in a little bit here. That should do it. Now I'm going to install the air filter. Goes around this hole. Kind of weird. Because it doesn't, I don't know if this thing's been stretched, but that's what the diagram shows. Interesting. And mounted. It looks correct. Has 4 fasteners. These are T20 fasteners. That one started. This one started. These other two started here. One more on the bottom. And I'll tighten these all up. They go into a plastic mounting, so you don't want to tighten them too much. That's good. That's good. Now, I can see that the throttle is working correctly. So, the next thing to do is take it outside, put some fuel in and see if it'll start. I've not tried starting it, so I don't know what's going to happen. That's the choke. That seems to work all right. That goes there. Okay, excuse me while I move this and I'll move the camera. Move the camera. It's been very dry here the last couple of weeks. Yesterday it was 105. Take a look at the grass. The grass is really browned out. That'll be enough to see if it runs. There. This out of the way. It says to prime it until you see some fuel. And with the choke on, you're supposed to start it. Take the choke half off. They need to be primed since it was empty. Let's do a little bit more with this. I don't know, YouTube. Let me double check the spark plug. YouTube, another blooper. I forgot to connect the spark plug. Now what's going to happen? Why did it do that? Did I bump the stop switch? Okay, YouTube, it's running, but it is hesitating. I don't know whether the carburetor is gummed up. Maybe the gasoline was mixed with too much oil. But it's a good start, and it's kind of warm, so I'm going to quit for right now. Thanks for watching.